Hi YouTube, Fedora here. It's been a long time. I've been waiting since I've gotten back from vacation for a day when I looked and felt better, but it doesn't look like that day is coming yet. So I figured I better go ahead and get a video out before Tuesday, and it's time for my next video. I didn't come with my week 4 update, and at my 1 month post VSG, I weighed 225, which was a really big deal for me because, sorry, I'm trying to find a good angle. It was a really big deal for me because I always had to be 225 in order to conceive. So being a PCOS person who went through infertility for years, and who it took 5 years for me to actually get pregnant, and the doctors, the fertility specialist, actually told me I would never be able to conceive and have children. So 225 was like this magic number for me, you know. So every time I could get to 225, then I would conceive. And I had actually 7 pregnancies, 2 miscarriages, and 5 live births. So, and that was all after adopting our first child. So, yeah, so 225 was a big deal for me. And I didn't ever set any goals, but I guess that might have been one of my first goals, I guess. Anyway, so that was week 4. And then we went traveling. And we drove. We ended up driving over 3,000 miles. That's all together on our trip. And I couldn't eat and I couldn't drink. I threw up the entire time. I mean, no sooner would something hit my stomach, and then I'd start foaming all around my teeth, and then I would bring it up. So the routine started to be make sure I had a bag. If I was going to eat, I had to have a bag because, you know, I didn't know if I was going to throw up or not. And I did. And so then finally I ended up going back to liquids, just full liquids. So, and then I couldn't even do yogurt either. At first I could do a little yogurt, but then I couldn't do yogurt. So I was just drinking Gatorade and, you know, basically Gatorade for like days. And then on our way back home to Michigan, then I was able to eat some broccoli and cheddar soup, which was from Quiznos. And that was like the first thing I really got in and kept down. So that was just super awesome. And then I got some summer corn chowder soup from Panera, which that didn't go down as well, but at least it didn't come back up. You know, I could only eat a few bites, but it didn't come back up. So anyway, so then we get home, and I was sure I was going to have gained because the body, or stay the same, because the body, if you're not giving it any calories and you're not giving it any protein, it's going to hold on to what it's got, you know. And so, oh, and before that, which started it all, is down south, for me anyway, the cooking is way different than I'm used to, you know. So I was just trying to eat like whatever the softest thing was down there, or whatever, but my system had just gotten really, really upset. I mean, my little sleeve was like, my sleeve was mad. She was like, "You're not getting anything in here." So anyway, when we got home, when it was my week 5, which was this past Tuesday, I weighed myself, and shock of all shocks, I was 223. So I'd actually gone down 2 pounds, which I didn't expect that to happen. So, yeah, and my daughter's home, and she went on the trip with us, and it was a little less stressful on the trip because my sister-in-law was there, my father-in-law was there. But now that we've been home, like we're just home, it's been very stressful. You know, she tries really hard. She really does, but she has a really hard time controlling herself and controlling the voices that she hears and whatnot, you know. So it's stressful, you know. It's not an easy thing, you know. And and my one eyebrow stays raised almost all the time. That's when I'm stressed. One eyebrow stays raised, and this eye pulsates. And and so again, I'm not being able to really eat much and keep things down. So, like yesterday, I had a half an egg, a quarter of a piece of fish, white fish, and that was it. And I drank maybe 6 ounces of water with just a little bit of the grape crush powder in it. So it's like really diluted because I can't drink water. Water instantly makes me feel like it's trapped. Like it feels really bad. And so if it has just a little bit of flavoring or lemon or something in it, then I can get it down. So I'm sure that's not all that unusual because I've heard a lot of people talk about not being able to get water down. But then the other thing is protein. And no sooner does protein hit my stomach than I would start to throw up. Well, the day before yesterday was the first day I could get protein in, just like the unflavored protein. So I'm doing that, and I don't know. I'm doing my best. I I figure that's all I can do. It's like I keep trying to figure it out. I just keep, and no sooner do I think I have it all together, and then again, here we go. I'm throwing up again. So I don't know. I just think it's a process. You know, it's a process, and I just have to keep on keeping on. And realize, okay, this is everything I want it to happen has happened. I no longer use my cane. I only have, I have inflammation some days where I'm limping, and, my pain cycle still comes and goes. And, I still have RA, so that didn't go away. And I still have fibromyalgia, but I am living a fuller life. Like, I could swim, I could do whatever I want. So I have to keep reminding myself of that. Like, it's not easy right now, and, I'm trying to figure out my calories and my protein and my fluids and everything, and I'm still working on that, but I have to remind myself of the big picture, and the big picture is I'm doing so much better than I was before. So I have to also remind myself I was throwing up everything before my surgery because of my ulcer and my gastritis. I was like most things I would throw up anyway. So thus the help of losing 22 pounds before my surgery. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I've rambled on for about 8 minutes here, but I was just trying to catch everyone up, and I've been watching everyone and seeing the people that just had their surgeries, and watching everyone's weight gain, and seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time that have been MIA for a bit, and so it's just been really nice. And I want to say that I'm so thankful for the support and for the prayers, for those that are praying for me and praying for my daughter, and the good thoughts that people have. And I just really appreciate it, and I just want you to know that I'm doing the same for you. So I'll see you Tuesday. Thanks.